Asymmetrical shooters have been tried before, but they often end up short-lived or a failure altogether. Evolve was the first big-budget attempt at the genre, but after winning copious Best of E3 awards, it was killed after less than 2 years on the market and after a failed attempt at free-to-play. Friday the 13th has found some successes in indie, but it's more for the novelty than its actual merits as a video game. Hunt Showdown is something in between. Developed and published by Crytek, it is a multiplayer-only focus with the production values you expect from the developer. Lacking any sort of levity, its grim demeanor infects every corner of its presentation. There are no tongue-in-cheek gags or cheap jump scares. It creates intense sensations of danger and tension, using hideous art and sound design that will send your heart pounding. You're forced to take just about every moment seriously. Everything is governed by money. You begin with a small stash that you can use to purchase recruits, or common folk who are taxed with doing your bidding. Each recruit has a different loadout and set of abilities, with costs adjusted accordingly. You can level up specific recruits, but when they die, they're gone, and you must purchase the rights to another. Run out of money, and you're given freebies that cut into your XP earned for each match. Cash can also be spent on new weapons, gadgets, consumables, and more. Even if you fail to win a match, you're still rewarded with XP that goes towards leveling up your account. Reach specific benchmarks, and new items unlock for purchase. It's a solid system that has checks and balances in place to keep griefers from gaming it. What's up, Sifters? I am very excited to show you this closed alpha of Crytek's brand new asymmetrical multiplayer game, Hunt Showdown. In this game you play in teams of 2. You can see my teammate there. And then there are other teams of 2 out there. And what you have to do is essentially track down a boss and then fight that boss. And everyone's trying to do the same thing. Along the way, to track the boss, you have to find clues. And to find clues, you use something called dark sight. And you look for those blue specters. And that'll lead you to a clue. And once you get to one clue, you can go to the map, and it'll narrow down the area that the boss is in. After you collect 3, it basically shows you exactly where the boss is, and then you go in and you fight the boss. This game is gorgeous, by the way. I highly recommend that you dim the lights wherever you're watching this so you can really see the detail. It is dark, but it is a very pretty game. Let's have another look here. Yes, you can see the first clue is up there on the hill, or up in the top floor of that building, it looks like. So you can fight enemies. There's lots of just random enemies all over the place. You can kill them, but when you shoot your gun, it alerts other teams to where you are, and that can, and that can cause them to come after you. Yeah, it sounds like I got one on my tail here. Yep. Took care of that. When you use your gun, it can also call in other enemies, so sometimes it's better to just kind of play it cool. Other things that alert enemies: birds, chickens, crows. You can see he's got a scope on me here, but it looks like he's afraid. Come down off that ramp, thank God. You can't tell by now, the sound design in this game is just insane. Sometimes it's better to use melee. Oh, you gotta be careful though. Ooh. It's right up there. How do we get up there though? My teammate is... oh, I have to get up the ramp. My teammate, it looks like he's trying to find another way up there. Let's catch up to him here. Killing the random enemies in the game, you get XP at the end of the game based upon how many you kill, but it's not that much. So there is some kind of there is some incentive. Oh jeez, oh jeez. There is some incentive to kill the random enemies, but in my opinion, not enough. Yep. Hopefully he'll give up here. Map updated, so that means my teammate actually found one of the clues. You can see, it shows you that the boss is not in this part of the map. So, now you use dark sight again, so you can figure out where the next clue is. It sounds like my partner might be in trouble, so the next clue is this way. Use the ladder. See, there's also these things to make sound to alert enemies, so you really gotta watch it. Let's see if there's an enemy in here. Yeah. This game definitely... Yep, I knew it. Oh, I don't think I was hitting him. I think I was hitting the door jamb. Man, I lit him up. Alright, let's get this clue here first. So you'll see it'll close off more of the map. So now you know the boss is all the way to the south, somewhere. Alright, sounds like there's an angry enemy outside. Oh yeah, that's the heavy I saw earlier. I am not going that way. So we need to head south. Everyone's on teams of 2. And you're working together. And if both of you survive to the end of the round, you get bonuses. So you're incentivized to make sure that your teammate does well. There's a lot of stealth in this game because a lot of times it's better to avoid the creatures that are kind of planted around the world instead of fighting them. And the speed that you walk, run, or if you're crouched, it makes a big difference as well. We should be pretty close to the final clue here. I'll take another peek. Yep, right there it is. So you just walk up, hit F, and what that does is, it narrows down. You can see right there, it narrowed it down to where the final boss is. So we need to head there, and you can see here we are right here. And he's already took off. So it's just the boss now. And as you might imagine, the boss is generally where there's a log jam because it takes a while to kill the bosses. You have to really fill them full of lead. And by the time you're halfway through the fight, the other teams will start showing up. And then it turns into this weird thing where you're helping each other take on the boss, but you also need to be the last person standing. Alright, so... go. And my teammate here is just firing guns blazing. Obviously when you use guns, it alerts the other teams to where you are. There are also triggers in the final boss fight for other teams to find you. So once you defeat the boss, you actually have to defend it for a while. And here we go. Oh boy, there's a lot of dudes in there. I don't know if you want to mess with that, man. Up, here we go. Holy cow, I think he's crazy. This guy's just a slayer. Holy cow. I'm glad I'm playing with this guy. He just destroyed him. And ammo's kind of scarce in this game. You don't want to just use it over and over. Good to be strategic. He's been playing for a lot longer than me, so he has a lot more ammo. And here we go. Got to turn the crank to get into the room. You can see in there the spider boss. Oh, it looks like I needed to get in there while the crank was open.
It's in here. I need you in here.
So I got to turn the crank myself to get in there. Oh. He was in here fighting the boss by himself. Let me make sure my shotgun's reloaded. So it doesn't look like there's any other teams in here right now. This is insane. I'm poisoned. I'm poisoned. Oh. I gotta take the antidote. This spider is absolutely petrifying. I should add. Oh no, I'm poisoned, I'm poisoned, I'm poisoned. You can hear its feet pattering all over the place in 360 degrees. This thing obviously takes a lot of lead to take down.
Get it off of me!
I'm sorry, man. The room I'm playing in is bright, and it's hard to see the spider in here. Oh, there he is. He's a fast burger. Oh no, I'm down. Oh no. I don't even know what killed me. He must have come up from behind me. So he can revive me. I don't know if he'll be able to. He may not want to. I wasn't much of a help. Oh no, we're both dead. Oh no. The time we've spent in the closed alpha has been more than enough to pique our interest for Hunt Showdown. That thing is just terrifying. It's a relentless game that makes you want to take a shower after playing it. Oh my gosh. Communication is paramount to success, but good teammates or not, it's unpredictable and genuinely scary.
Holy shit, run.
There's no solid release date just yet, but it's coming first to PC, with PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions possibly to follow.